I'm really honored to be here to be able to present this tonight. I was here for about 72 to 76, I guess, somewhere in that time frame, 77. And it's gone by like the blink of an eye, hasn't it? And we've done so much. I'm curious, for all of us who are here tonight, how many have started in our broadcast work, our radio or TV, and then gone on to do other work, public affairs, public relations, government relations? A lot of us, right? There are quite a few people in this audience who have done a spectrum of communications work. And that's something else that our Cal Poly journalism department allows us to do and embodies the spirit of Cal Poly in just growing throughout our careers. It's fabulous. Now, as a member of the advisory board, I got to spend a little extra time here and there with Susan Houghton once I got allowed to be part of the group, which is an honor, and I hope some of you will want to do it someday. It really helps us in finding what we're doing right and wrong and what we can do for our future students here. And Susan, I found a similar background and found that she is a stellar example of the vision and the strength that emerges from all of us in the Learn by Doing model. She, like all of us, gained knowledge through this beautiful patchwork, this tapestry that we call our career as we look back on it. So you heard that Susan began her career at KCPR radio, of course, followed by 2 television stations, 1 newspaper, 2 public affairs consulting firms, and then became a representative for PG&E and Safeway and Chevron and the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory and even UC Berkeley. So you see how we grow and we move and we still have these transferable skills that make us valuable, even though we're starting at a little radio station. Susan's drive, though, there's a key element in Susan's energy, and that is the added element of philanthropy. That elevates her professional gifts to some of the most complete and well-rounded versions of ourselves that we'll ever see. Once you know Susan, you know that where there's a need, Susan steps in. She stands up straight and she gets to work. Where there's a challenge, she'll rally resources to meet it. Where there's a desire to improve something that's already existing, she'll find ways to enhance it, set new goals, and then work to exceed those goals, of course. In fact, she was among the core group of alum who created this event that we're here for tonight and helped establish the journalism department's endowment fund so that our future generations would be able to benefit from the foundations that all of us have. And she's also been the driving force behind 3 nonprofit organizations: the Council for Advancement and Support of Education, the Tri-Valley Nonprofit Alliance, and her hallmark nonprofit, the Sunflower Hill, which is turning her vision of care for those who need specialized services into reality. Sunflower Hill was named California Nonprofit of the Year last year, and this Pleasanton residential community was also cited as the #1 nonprofit project in the state just this last July by the California Tax Credit Allocation Committee. Some high honors. And she's not finished. In addition to seeing Sunflower Hill to its fruition, Susan currently is the executive director of college advancement for Allan Hancock College. I think we have some representatives from Hancock here today. Thank you. Thank you for celebrating with us. And she's also working towards her master's degree in administration and philanthropy. Susan is an energetic force that views the world in a complete 365 degrees. She identifies connections and links that inform and enhance the entire world around her. I believe she's a perfect example of Cal Poly students that evolve into leaders, just like a Mustang should, right? Join me in bringing Susan to the podium to accept her award.
Thank you, Melanie, and thank you, Cal Poly Journalism. I actually have paper. I know that's an anomaly here, but I'm going to have those key message points as a PR person. I am very grateful to Cal Poly and to the journalism department for instilling the learn by doing philosophy from day one. I feel fortunate to be a member of the Jim Hayes Instant F for a Singular Air Club. True. There's nothing quite like the thrill of being in a newsroom in an emergency or experiencing the pressure of communicating as the public relations spokesperson for PG&E when Diablo Canyon protesters are trying to cross the line to place you under citizen's arrest. Or when 9/11 happens and the organization you work for, Lawrence Livermore National Lab, is identified as the next terrorist target. I've had a very good career and I'm very grateful. Tonight, as Melanie indicated, I'm the PR person, I'm the flack, I'm going to the dark side that Dave alluded to. But I'm also one of the people here tonight who did use their journalism roots and branch out into a variety of careers: public relations, marketing, branding, technology, and even philanthropy. There are many who could be standing here right now: Rebecca, Tracy, Mark, Ellen, Peggy, Tim, Paul, and Melanie. I'm just the example here. But what I'd like to just share with you is that it's my hope, as we celebrate the news and the wonderful news roots that we all have, that our journalism students tonight will remain open to wherever their own road might lead. Because of Cal Poly, I felt confident to explore new jobs, new industries, new challenges. Along the way, I learned a great deal. I learned not only about these various industries, I learned about myself. For example, I love science and technical communications. Internal communications in HR, not so much. Physicists can actually be fun to work with. Hard to believe, but it's true. And yes, I will admit it, I like challenges and projects, and I don't suffer fools gladly. Learn by doing for me also meant learn by achievement and learn by failure. We should not be afraid of that. I know that I'm a better person because I experienced both. Each decision I made led to another great opportunity, the next great challenge. One of my favorite quotes is from Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. So tonight, our journeys may be different: network or local news, DJ or music exec, digital talent or publisher, spokesperson or branding expert extraordinaire. But in our hearts, we're all journalists. We're Cal Poly journalists, thriving on the pursuit, whether it's a good story or a good cause. Tonight, let's all keep making that difference. We're part of a contingent that stands far apart from the fake news or flack labels and the terrible spokespersons we hear about every day. Journalism is not dying because Cal Poly journalists will stand strong to keep it classy, correct, and of course with great content. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? Thank you all again for this great honor.